Okay, guys, so we're here with Karan Ashley, Aisha, the second Yellow Ranger, who was at C2E2. So how are you doing this weekend?
Amazing. Chicago has been a joy. We've been surrounded by love, and it's like so crazy because it's taken us so long to get out here, and everyone's like, we're so happy you're finally here. And we're happy to be here.
So is this your first convention here in Chicago for Power Rangers?
No, I actually did a Comic-Con. I found out it was a show called ACEN, it's an anime show.
Yeah.
I did that 8 years ago, and like people have been coming up and bringing me pictures that we took 8 years ago, and it's like, what was I wearing? But it's so cool. Like it took us too long to get back here. So I'm glad that we opened up the door, and hopefully more Rangers will come.
So speaking of time passes, what is it like seeing the different generations of fans throughout the years of, me being an adult now watching you as a child and seeing the younger children now coming to visit you. So what is that like?
It's crazy because first of all, when people walk up to your table, they instantly turn 5 years old again. So it's like to see a grown man or a grown woman just.
I'm giddy. I'm very excited.
It's like, because you think about it, like we were fulfilling our dream as actors. Like we were so excited to get a chance to be on a TV show. But little did we know, like it was going to resonate with you guys, and I definitely didn't know it was going to last. 22 years later, we'd be on a heavy Comic-Con circuit, like every weekend, going to show, city to city, country to country, talking about Power Rangers. I just would have never thought. And then what's even more crazy is when they come up to the table and there's this little kid. The little kid knows everything about it, and they weren't even thought of. Like the parent was the kid, so it's like. So amazing that now it's like a family thing. People watch Power Rangers together. They're kids. They got something in common, and it's like the kid knows more about it sometimes more than the parent does. And they we've been together 20 years, so it's crazy.
So what was it like, since you were the second Yellow Ranger, did you have any angst of taking over the role, or what was it like?
I mean, there was obviously huge shoes to fill. I'm not going to kid and say that those three weren't very popular. They were super popular with the fandom. So there was a little nervousness, but I walked on set, and when you are an aspiring actor and you walk on a set of a TV show or on a set of a movie, the excitement kicks in and takes over that anxiety you're feeling. And I'll tell you, it was nothing but love. They embraced us. They encouraged us to make the characters our own and to do our own thing. And I didn't watch their episodes until way after the fact because I wanted Aisha to be different. I wanted to give the fans something different. I couldn't do Trini because Trini was already amazing. And she, Twee did it. I mean, she was amazing at her part, so there was no way I could be her. But I was like, if I just do it my way, I think they'll like it. And so I brought the sass and I brought all the little attitude, and we had fun. Yeah, we had fun. But yeah, I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
So have you at all, from when you started to have you watched any of the Super Sentai with Zoo Ranger or any other series after that?
You know what? I watched one episode only because last year I interviewed them at Lexington Comic-Con, and so I was like, I've got to watch and see because everyone keeps telling me it's very dark, it's totally different, and it was. I was like, this isn't for kids. Like, what? And so it was actually very entertaining, but I wanted to be able to ask them and kind of relate to their show since it was a completely different show. So I did watch it then.
Okay.
But I have to be honest, I want to, I'm going to host a party. I'm going to invite all my Power Ranger friends, and we're each going to watch each other's episode because it's almost one of those things. Once we left the show, I went to try to go do other things.
Yeah, exactly.
But there have been amazing people who have stepped into the shoes of Rangers, and I want to see how they did it. Now, especially since I know them and we're really good friends, and I was like, I want to see how they handled Morphin and all those crazy things.
Yeah, because I didn't start watching any Super Sentai until about 5 years ago. It was straight Power Rangers I watched. I was like,
the popularity went
very much. So, and then now it's interesting watching, say, Power Rangers versus Zoo Ranger and see the difference or where certain scenes came from or story arcs came from.
They did not follow, it was like people died on their show. Like, I was like, it's pretty cool. I'm glad that, Saban did it his way for America and gave Americans a totally different show. And it's almost like you can watch both shows and truly be a fan of both shows because they're not alike. And I like that. I think it's cool.
Nice. So, speaking of that, is there one memory in particular of Power Rangers that just stands out for you, whether it was first day on the shoot or till now? Is there just one thing that's like, bam, that for me is Power Rangers,
I don't know if there's one. I mean, honestly, there's a million memories. I mean, there were so many moments that were amazing. But one thing I do remember is when we were promoting the movie. We actually we went on like kind of like a little world tour promoting the movie, and I remember showing up to Mann's Chinese Theater, and there was like a sea of people and a sea of photographers and paparazzi. Like they knew they were like, Karen, look this way. And I'm like, how does he know my name? And I mean, like those moments you see like Hollywood actors do that, and you see them doing the hand and footprint, and we got to do that. That blew my mind. Like doing the hand and footprint outside of Mann's Chinese Theater, thinking, man, I've seen footage of Marilyn Monroe doing this, and I've seen footage of John Wayne and Robert De Niro, and how did I get here? Like we're in our Power Ranger suits. So I mean, I think that moment really opened my eyes as to how big the show was. I knew it was big, but it wasn't until that moment that I was like, wow, this is a phenomenon. And like when, Katie Couric and those kind of, Matt Lauer know who you are, and they're like, can I get an autograph from my kid? And you're like, oh my God, you can do anything. Yeah, my firstborn. And it's like, that's when I knew, like, wow, you got the golden ticket. Like you didn't only get a show, you got the #1 kids show in the world. Still
#1 kids show in the world. So when you got to put on your suit for the first time, what was it like? Like, was it an experience in itself?
It was super embarrassing because I mean it's spandex, so I don't know that anybody wears spandex on a regular basis. So yeah, I remember, but I do remember I remember getting the suit, and they said try it on because we have to alter it. And when I kind of opened the suit, it said Twee, so it was her suit. So I was like, oh, this is cool. I always tell people I'm happy to be #2 all day. I'm #2. I don't need to be #1.
We love you just as much.
But to her memory, I just wanted to do a good job. And so
definitely.
To know that I actually wore her suit is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And then, so one thing. So a lot of your fans are just collectors in general and love many other series. Like I also love Transformers and Ninja Turtles. For you, as just a normal person, what are some of your favorite series? Is there anything you collect in particular? Yeah,
I like all of that. I've got all that stuff, and in Comic-Cons they get all my money because I'm like buying the stuff right along with you guys. Wonder Woman, I got like 8 or 9 different Wonder Woman shirts. I got a Wonder Woman hoodie that has like the little crown that she wore. Wonder Woman, Batman, Spider-Man, Ninja Turtles. I always represent, like I usually have on something, and the fans can't believe it. They're like, I can't believe you like that. And I'm like, I'm a fan too.
That's always great to hear. See, you never know if somebody, famous like yourself is into other stuff as well, or if they're just, my own thing. I only know.
It's chic to be geek, and I'm one of them.
Nice. All right, guys. So that's Karan Ashley, the second Power Ranger, Aisha. It was great to interview you. Thank you so much. Yes, nice to meet you again. Bucket list check off. And I'm still giddy. This is great, guys.
I love it.
It was awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Yep. Thanks, guys.
Bye.